Hi, this is Preetha and welcome to Dakshin Curry. Today I'll be showing you one very easy recipe without which South Indians can't live. That is nothing but tair sadam. You must be wondering what's tair sadam, right? To know more, hang on in there. So let's look at the ingredients which are required for curd rice. So the main ingredient obviously is rice. I have a bowl full of rice which I have mashed. This is cooked nice and pasty. Apart from that, I am using 1/3 cup of milk. I'll be using around half a cup of curds. This is fresh curds. You want to ensure that the curd is not too sour, and to balance that we are using the milk. Apart from that, we'll be using the basic tadka ingredients, that is around a teaspoon of oil. I'll be using around a teaspoon of mustard seeds, some curry leaves, and a teaspoon each of green chillies and ginger. This is completely optional, but I like using it in the recipe. You're free if you don't. You're free to use it or not. I'll be using a dash of hing in this recipe, a little bit of salt, and you must be wondering what this is. Now this is a chili which is called more molaga in Tamil. More molaga is nothing but a chili which is soaked in buttermilk brine and then it is dried in the sun. So this is one way of having curd rice, but if you don't have this, you can also have it with lime pickle or mango pickle. I mean, pickles are endless, but I'll be showing you how we have it with this recipe. So let's not waste time. Let's have a look at how to make this recipe. Let's not waste time. It's time to dunk in ingredients into a bowl. So I have a big bowl here and I'm going to be adding the rice. Like I told you, this rice is already cooked and mashed, but I'll mash it more. I'll be adding the milk. Now whenever we have a festival or we have a lot of people coming in for lunch, we don't have the time, we have to start really early. So what we usually do is we make the curd rice using only milk. So we add a dash of curd as a starter and then we just forget about it. So say if you are starting this recipe at say 7 or 8 in the morning, by around 12 o'clock your curd rice is ready. You don't need to add this much of curd, but because I'm showing you this recipe as of now, I'll be having it right now. I'll be using a good amount of milk and curd, but otherwise if you're going to make this in advance, what you can do is just use a larger proportion of milk and just a little bit of curd, which will act as a natural starter. So now that this is nicely mixed, I will be adding the curd. You can also use the whey of the curd, that's the water of the curd, that's not a problem. And this is a very good recipe which cools down. I mean, you can have it as a one meal. It's really easy to make. It doesn't take much of your time. Just mix it all up. Don't bother getting your hands messy. I'll be adding a little bit of hing water which I have dissolved here. Like I told you, if you don't want to use this, you can also use fresh hing. I mean, you can use it when you are making the tadka, so not a problem. And a little bit of salt to taste. Now what I am showing you is a very basic authentic curd rice. Many people also like to add a little bit of cucumber or carrot to the recipe. It adds that extra freshness to the recipe, and it's a good way of including vegetables in a meal. So you mix this up and let's make the tadka for the curd rice. Now what I'm going to do is going to take very little oil, around a teaspoon, and once it's hot enough, I'll be adding a dash of mustard, around a teaspoon, and allow it to crackle. Give it a quick mix. Some people like to mix in the tadka in the curd rice. I usually like it right on top. I love mustard, so I like eating it separately, but One more thing that you can do is when you have mangoes in season, you can also add kacha aam, curry, bit of curry leaves. Now that you are done with this, I am going to remove this and pour it on. And in the same pan, I mean, you don't need to wash your pan or anything. In the same pan, I'll be taking some more oil to make the pickle. Now this is like a instant pickle. You will find it in a lot of stores which usually keep South Indian ingredients. They call it the Malayali stores and all. So you will find this ingredient there. It's called as more molaga. And like I told you, it's nothing but the chilies which are soaked in buttermilk brine. So what we are going to do is we are going to make this char black. You will feel that oh my god, this is burning, and I'm sure you can't see, but there's a smoky aroma, but we are supposed to char it. You're not supposed to have this beige color that you can see. It's supposed to become completely black. That is the way it cooks. And this is very spicy. This is spicy and very salty also, because like I told you, it's in brine. They also put salt in it when they are preserving it. So this is going to be spicy and salty. So if you want to avoid, some people also avoid salt in the curd rice, because they know that when they are going to have this as an accompaniment, this is going to complement. Now as you can see, it's nicely char browned, and when I break the chili, you see it's completely black from inside. This means that the chilies are cooked now. So let's serve this recipe. And your curd rice is ready to serve. Now as you might have noticed that in my tadka I did not add the green chilies and the ginger. Like I told you, it is optional. So if you wish to add it, you just need to stir fry it with the basic tadka and pour it onto the curd rice. I hope that you're going to try out this recipe, and please give us your feedback. Waiting for your feedback. Do not forget to subscribe to India Food Network, and until next time, it's Preetha signing off. Bye.